Charles Mokako says people from the southeast are being denied admission because they are given a high score. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Igbo Elders Forum Secretary Prof. Charles Mokako has voiced concerns about what he believed to be discrimination against Southeast Asian applicants throughout the admissions process. According to Mwekako, even when people from the Southeast perform better on tests like JAMB, they are still not admitted to institutions. He drew attention to the disparity in admission, saying that while candidates from the Southeast may need to score between 250 and 260 to be considered for professions like law and medicine, those from other regions with lower scores like 120 are still admitted to study similar subjects. During the interview with AIT, Prof. Charles Mokako also expressed the view that a head of service ought to be zoned to the Southeast. He questioned why the Southeast will be neglected, especially from occupying governmental positions. He alleged that when it comes to admission into universities, they apply federal character in order to deny Southeast. Mokako added that merit are no longer considered when it comes to admission into federal universities. According to him, it is important that the head of service should be zoned to the Southeast, and we have qualified federal permanent secretaries here. About 3 of them have PhDs from good universities and are performing well. Why will the Southeast be neglected when it comes to JAMB? Now is the time for admission. Go to universities. People from the Southeast are being denied admission because you give them a high score, 215 for medicine and law, 250, 260. But you see people who score 120 from some zones, they are getting admission to study university. If you ask me, I think this is actually a general issue. To be sincere, I was thinking this is a general issue because we have seen both Southwesterners, we have seen people from, yes, what I will say is, I think this is a discrimination not just for the Southeasterners but to the whole South. Because if it's just the Southeast, then you're neglecting other parts of the South. This is the whole South. If you go to the North, you see people that, I don't think 200 safe is their cutoff mark. People who wants to study medicine, I don't even think say even 180 is safe. This is true. This thing I'm telling you is true. You won't even see that they need 180. So I think it's a thing where it is a North-South thing. You know, it's a North-South thing, and it should be looked at. It is everywhere. Some don't gain admission with the prerequisite O-level requirements. You saw a minister nominee who said he gained admission to study law with only 2 credits. So do not argue. Illicit practices like this, one is the reason why the country is not making progress. Yes, if you start for places like education now, and the thing is, apart from the fact that these things happen, you see people that on a normal level, because of this issue, JAM, they collect high school, they were going to start using external invigilators to get into schools. And when you start them like that for picking, what do you expect? When you have to, get somebody else to write the child's examination, if you go into school, will you keep having somebody to write? Now, so bad character that you start. It should be looked into. Shouldn't all the allies of the Southeast join the voices with that of Wakako in driving home this all-important issue of regional concern and marginalization? Should be left to one man alone to talk about. If they do not want us, let them allow us to go. Or if they insist on war, they may regret it after all. Nobody is insisting on war. Small thing like this in a blood on the hotel. I understand the marginalization is quite much. He didn't just speak on JAMB, he spoke on, appointment as well. That should also be looked into. But everything will be war, I beg. Igbo people again, all they know is how to do blackmail, intimidate, humiliate, harass, threaten, complain illegally, hijack, bully, manipulate, protest illegally, write to the US President and the Supreme Court of America, mentally bankrupt set of people. Do you think, see, if they hijack and bully like you said, let us start from what you said, then I don't think person will sit down for that presidency go sit down. If they hijack and bully, they are the ones that are being bullied. Take it from me. Now them then the bully gone. Alright, you see this particular issue of meal, I feel it is not just a Southeastern thing. For the JAMB issue, we have seen many people, Southeasterners, Southwesterners, Southerners. You understand? They give you such a high score, 250, 260, and you will write it to, and you will pass JAMB. Then you will go to university, and they mess you up. Or when you even get there, they'll tell you, okay, you have entered. Then they give you another course that is not, they'll tell you, okay, they have given you admission, but the admission will not be for that particular course you want to study. That is when you see people. I think I had somebody who wanted to study medical lab science those days. Yes, I had a friend like that who wanted to study medical lab science, and they gave her reason of agriculture. After she has written JAMB over how many times? Mona, so my baby study how to be a farmer. No, it is true. But the thing is, if you go to northern universities, you will see them. You will see people will be saying, if they put you and them. Now, I'm not saying northerners are not bright. We don't get the point. You see, if they put two and you see that these people, then put them together with the entire school, you go hard them for south to enter. But if you take southerners to northerners, then go quick enter. Why? Because they know they use but the same hand, equal hand they treat them, intellectually wise. Those cowards at the National Assembly from the South, you do not even care. Not just they don't, and well, when it comes to saying they don't even care, not just from the educational sector, they don't care at all for most issues. Then they look at their own is after their pockets, waiting them go chop, waiting their families go chop, and that is it. They know after. It's not like it is only just on this educational issue. Very few of them are the ones that come out and try to work and drive the subject home that see this particular one no good, or this attitude no good. This is very few of them, and that is why the Southeasterners, you see them, that is why they no go send anybody, because their leaders are not, they know their leaders are not for them. They know people, just few people in National Assembly, and those few people against the numerous people that even people that are supposed to even be on their side are not on their side, on the side of the government. So it is going to be very difficult to even drive the point home. So few people against, outnumbered against people who are with the government. What do you think is going to happen? So on the issue of the JAMB issue, it is not just the Southeast alone. It's a general South issue. And I think it should be looked into. Alright, on those notes, we've come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.